I've been hiding. You just walk down the middle of the street, huh? 2 guys down there on the right and 2 guys down there on the left. There's 4 guys down there altogether.
Just a friendly conversation between old pals Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds in City Heat, one of the new Christmas movies we're going to be reviewing this week.
We did all right, huh? What a team.
I'm Roger Ebert, film critic of the Chicago Sun-Times.
And I'm Gene Siskel, film critic of the Chicago Tribune. In addition to City Heat, we'll also be reviewing 2010, the long-awaited sequel to Stanley Kubrick's science fiction masterpiece, 2001: A Space Odyssey, of course. And we'll also look at a low-budget cult film called Stranger Than Paradise. And I'm going to tell you that one of those films is going to be our stinker of the week. We'll have it later on in the show. But first, Roger begins with Eddie Murphy's latest comedy.
Eddie Murphy is such a good comic actor, he can almost sell any dialogue in almost any scene just with his own charisma and his sense of timing. But unfortunately, that's what they want him to do in Beverly Hills Cop, a stunningly routine action picture that is redeemed only occasionally by Eddie Murphy. In the movie, he plays a renegade Detroit police detective whose best friend is killed by gangsters from California. He goes out west to track him down, and the movie's basic gag is the contrast between the streetwise black from Detroit and the suntan chic of Beverly Hills. Here's the scene where he checks into his hotel.
Yes, you have a reservation for an Axel Foley?
Well, let's see. I'm sorry, I don't see anything under that name.
Check Rolling Stone magazine's Axel Foley. That's what it is.
Okay. No Rolling Stone, no Axel Foley. I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, it's all right. You guys probably just made some kind of mistake with reservations. Why don't you just give me another room now, go up and go to sleep?
I'm sorry, sir, but there are no rooms available.
Don't you think I realize what's going on here, miss? Who do you think I am, huh? Don't you think I know that if I was some hot shot from out of town that pulled inside here, and you guys made a reservation mistake, I'd be the first one to get a room, and I'd be upstairs relaxing right now. But I'm not some hot shot from out of town. I'm a small reporter from Rolling Stone magazine that's in town to do an exclusive interview with Michael Jackson that's going to be picked up by every major magazine in the country. I was going to call the article, Michael Jackson is sitting on top of the world, but now I think I might as well just call it, Michael Jackson can sit on top of the world just as long as he doesn't sit in the Beverly Palm Hotel, because there's no allowed in there.
Excuse me, sir. It seems that we do have a last-minute cancellation. There is a room available. It's a suite, but I'll only charge you the single room rate.
Thank you. I'm sorry I got upset. It's probably from jet lag or something. I'm very tired.
I understand,
What's
sir.
the rate, anyway?
That'll be $235 a night, sir.
Overplayed, embarrassing, and unbelievable. The Beverly Hills cops in this movie are all straight arrows, and Murphy has a lot of fun outsmarting them.
I need a couple of bananas. How much are they?
Well, the buffet plate is $12.50. You get peaches, plums, oranges, and bananas.
Oh, all I need is a couple of bananas.
Shh. Go ahead, take those bananas.
Thanks.
Forget it, I'm not eating that. Take it back.
Certainly, sir.
This really looks great. Is that fitting or looks loose? Could I get some extra mayo?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
There's the Mercedes. We get rid of that stuff?
Thank you.
What the hell are you doing?
Beverly Hills Cop has a great basic idea for a movie. I mean, when you think about the idea of Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills, you can think of dozens of potentially funny situations.
I know we can.
We could, but the guys who wrote this script couldn't. This movie does not have a great script. Instead of a finely tuned social satire in which the movie would really look at the nuances of how a black Detroit cop might be treated in Beverly Hills, the movie goes for broad, obvious strokes, like dressing Murphy in a T-shirt and putting him in that embarrassing scene in the hotel lobby with all of that, I'm from Rolling Stone, you're discriminating. That is so overplayed, it's not funny as it would have been if he had been able to kind of subtly zap them a little bit with their attitudes. Plays like a TV sitcom, and what it really needs is a laugh track so we feel right at home. And then the movie turns into an assembly line crime thriller all about cocaine smugglers, and then it ends with another shootout. I mean, they just put routine elements into this good idea. What a waste of an idea. what a waste of Murphy. This whole movie smells like a deal that looks so good, they didn't think they needed an intelligent screenplay.
Yeah, just get Eddie Murphy in a good title called Beverly Hills Cop, and it is a good title. I was very disappointed for it. I'm going to have to fault the director, too. This is a young director, Martin Brest, who did a film I liked very much his first time out called Going in Style with George Burns. That was, I thought, wonderful. Lee Strasberg, too. Art Carney, I think, all three of them. Sensitive. Now he comes to an action picture, and I don't think he can direct an action picture based on this. This film sputters like that car in the last shot constantly. They're ready to go into the fortress of the bad guy, and we get byplay that's out of Laurel and Hardy with people falling all over each other, the two straight cops. That's not the way to do it. Let's get into the action. Now, this is a big moment in the movie. Let's get into that fortress.
I've got another idea. Either get into that fortress and do it as an action picture, which nobody going into this movie expects, or don't do it as an action picture. Do we need? Last year we got Scarface. Machine guns, we're going to attack the fortress. This year, new fortress, new machine guns.
There's some heavy-duty killing in this film.
A lot of people are. You're right. There's a lot of violence, and why? I'll tell you why. Because out in Hollywood, they know that if they don't have a half hour, the last half hour of a movie, all you have to do is get out the machine guns, have everybody die, a couple of car crashes, an exploding gas tank, and that's the movie. Well, what about the idea? What about the character? What about the situation forgotten about?
I read an interview where Eddie Murphy said that this was going to be his apology for Best Defense, which was an awful film, and he knew it was an awful film. Well, he still owes us a good
owes us one, right?
Yeah, I think so, still.